Good evening. Today is Sunday, May the 2nd, and welcome to day 6 of our social experiment. I apologize for late making of this video, but I had to prepare it in a different way from the others, because I will try to make it not dry. So if you like the video, please hit the button, subscribe, and this will help me with the algorithm in YouTube. So welcome, and without any stop, just start with today information about a different angle on the history of economy. So today I would like to make this video short, but it's going to be very different from the book that is reported, the book I'm just reviewing, that is Economics for Everyone, and we are based this part of the social experiment on this book, and this is about the history of economics. So the first point is there are different kind of economic system, and during the history this has been present in the history of different societies, and we can study the different economic system based on the ideology. So you have the capitalistic, you have the communist, you have the socialist, you have the social credit, the traditionalist, you have also the, for example, the fascist one, the religious one, and so on. But what is important for our goal, to reach our goal, is what to understand the 2 points, 2 information. The first one, which are the key factor or the key points we need to understand and to study in order to analyze the society and the economics, and second, how these key points will impact in the selection of the tools or the different means that we will use to go further with the economical study and the economical tool that we need to reach our freedom, our financial freedom, and the retirement in few years. So the key points is just we have to understand how the system is planning, how is the system is coordinating the resources, and how is the system is reforming and evolving itself. Then we have to understand the different factors that are affecting the markets, like the prices, the population, and so on. We have to understand the national income and the inflation elements, such as, for example, we will see the consumer index price, the CIP, and the basket that is required to measure what's going on. And then we have to understand as well the different kind of trade and what is the mechanism behind the interaction of rich and poor people. Because, for example, I was watching a very interesting video a few days ago preparing to this one, and one good point that is there is just if you give money to people that has satisfied the basic needs, and we will define basic needs in the future, they will put the money on the market, on the investment side, on the finance side, more than in the economic cycle, and this will lead to inflation in the, or better to say, price rise or bullish market that will separate a lot the financial value and the economical value of the elements we are talking about. For example, it can be a commodity, can be a company, so investing in share, but this is also partially true with the cryptocurrency, because this is what's going on. And then you will see that this has one, let me say, turning point to understand the full analysis of the market, and eventually to pursue our goal, we have to understand also the political side of the economy and the property rights, because at the end of the story, the same business can flourish in a kind of political environment and can be disrupted by another one. So this is the main goal we have to do. We have to study and we have to understand. These key points are essential for study and for plan the next step in our investment plan. So after we understood in general, we have to point to, not according to the book, but according to my view of the book, what are the conditions that we must focus to understand the driver of new economy, the driver of the new paradigm, the driver of the current situation. And I've tried to make a summary of the conditions, the basic conditions that we need to have in the market or in the economical system in order to evolve to the next steps. For example, it could be a technological evolution or revolution, like for example it happened between the nomadic and the agricultural society. It could be an economical surplus, like in the first industrial revolution. It should require a certain level of inflation that could help the growth of the markets and the let me say to boost the profit, to add a little bit of the profit on top of the economic in the financial one. Could be related to the new economical and political ideas. This is the most sensitive part, because this can lead also to the disruption of the economy, can lead also to famine, can lead to war, can lead to also a bad side of the evolution of the society. But we need to focus to understand the world that we live in and to move forward. So this is the important point. On the right, I took from Wikipedia, so you can take from the link of the previous slide on what is the workflow. So at the end of the story, this model is the model of a closed society. So the money are transferred within a society, and if we see the world as a global element, as its own full entity, the world is one closed system. The money are in a closed system. So at the end of the story, we can learn a lot from this kind of analysis, because by following the cash flow, we can understand where we can maximize our income and our return on investment. So this is the first let me say index that we need to follow. That is the indexes that we need to take in account. The first one is return on investment. So for each unit of money that we invest in our simulation is 100 euro per month, how much this is going to give us back in how long. And the other point is how long does it take for us to gain 100 euros. So return on investment and return on equity. These 2 points we will define more formally in the future, but these 2 points are very, very important for the future investment. So the key elements that we can see are the investing in the land, investing in apartment for renting, so real estate, investing in the economical cycle, so this means startup business, startup economy, and invest in finance and financial institution. Now with the economy, with COVID economy, we have to add the cryptocurrency. But in any case, the main message is understand if we are on the verge of a revolution or not, and if we are on the verge of the revolution, which are the elements that we need to go forward. This is very, very important. So I would suggest that we study this cash flow to understand how money are going through and through the system as the world, and not to limit to our little garden, because our little garden is very easily to be disrupted by local condition. Whilst if we have a bigger view, we can move forward and go through a brighter future. So I think this is the message for all that we can share. I thank you for attention. If you have liked this video, please hit the button, subscribe the channel, and see you soon.